episode 8, and today we are talking about Rockstar and this bombshell of a review. I hope I'm saying the right word, bombshell of a review. They just let out the GTA trilogy trailer, and I got my boy the Weird Ricks in here with me, and we here to discuss our thoughts, expectations, and overall just concerns about this trailer and what's coming up for the future of Rockstar, and not only Rockstar but Red Dead. So without further ado, I'm gonna let my man Ricks take the field. Ricks, you there?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, let's get it.
Of course, the hard critic is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put on the Gordon Ramsay white t-shirt. I'm about to get the fuck to it. Let me stop. Okay, I won't front. To anybody that is watching this, I'm already gonna address the elephant in the room.
But
Of course, a lot of people were concerned if it was either gonna be good or bad. It depends on you. I'm gonna say right now that for a hard ass critic like me, that I was also bashing the fuck out of this, I'm gonna say I'm in the middle, just a little bit on the good side. I say, how about once again, our game plan is me and Johnny are both going to that's when like look, this is still raw for both of us because once again the information that all this came out maybe like not even more than an hour ago, maybe 30 minutes, and the trailer itself also. So Chaz, we're going to look at the trailer. I say, how about if you wanted that one, maybe slow it down to maybe like 0.75 so that we could get a good look. I say slow it down to 0.75, and anybody else that is looking, you can go in that's one, go over to Rockstar themselves, Rockstar's YouTube channel, and the trailer is at the very top. That we can all have basically get a nice little raw, I guess, reaction to it.
and
I'm
these
already
suckers
on
is
it.
gonna copyright me, so we gonna play this in silence, and y'all gonna have to enjoy the nice aesthetics of Red Dead. Alright? Alright. Now we should play GTA, but I'm not gonna do no switch up. I'm not a big GTA fan. I'm more so, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of GTA, but I'm not big on the online scene. I used to like it, but once the oppressor came through, things got more complicated. Regardless, GTA is my main point of focus with Rockstar. I mean, Red Dead is my main
Red
point of
Dead.
focus for Rockstar. GTA is just part of the company, so I do respect it in its own right. With that being said, let's get to this review.
So now don't forget, probably maybe like 0.75 speed should be fine if you still want to see it at a decent speed, but that's going to really be able to see the aesthetic of what was upgraded is what you should do.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all know the Halloween pass is right around the corner. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some Halloween aesthetics. I put together a little Halloween costume. It's my little Demon Slayer outfit. And right now, I'm like 30 seconds into the video. It's only a minute video, so I'm halfway through. You go back. And what we doing right now, once again, is just we watching it. We all having a joint watch session right now. We pretty much previewing this trailer before we get into the meat of the conversation.
For sure, once again, like the main thing that I'm already reacting to is that you can still tell that it's a remastered game or a game that's from like the early 2000s, but they did the motherfucking thing on trying to revitalize it. The graphics, at least for like remastering a 2000 game, is pretty damn spot on. At least once again, at least it's not Play-Doh dolls. I would say they look like action figures.
Yeah, man.
Action figures aren't bad. At least they're not Play-Doh dolls. I will give them that one.
They hooked it up. I get a Pixar. I get a fucking adult version of Pixar when I'm looking at these characters. Cause when I first seen it, Rick's biggest thing was, bro, if it looked like Play-Doh dolls, then it's bullshit. Off rip. And I was telling him, I'm like, how you gonna say that when they did this and this and that? And he like, if it's Play-Doh dolls though. So my whole thing was, it was like I had more confidence in them giving us like some shit that looked like Red Dead and stuff. So I did set the bar for it pretty high. But when I seen what I did see, I said, oh yeah, this is like Disney. I said, this is like Disney. I could get with this. Remember that movie Sausage Party?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bro, it gave me them vibes. It's like, oh shit, this is an adult version of a fucking Kingdom Hearts looking ass game. So
Hell
yeah, the graphics
no.
was not bad, most definitely. Like it looked like modern day, you know, cartoonish type graphics. So it still give you that realistic aspect of GTA, but just with a cartoon type twist. So I feel like it's gonna be enjoyable just to even see those characters in action. Now, that's my take on the graphics part of it. But did you hear the background music that was playing on the game?
Because once again, wait, we're gonna listen. We're gonna get into everything. So, man, pretty much, we already went through the trailer. Let me know when you want me to start. That's when I'm breaking down the stuff so that we know we can be going through these paragraphs. Because yes, also besides the video, Rockstar now also did release the whole entire the whole entire news feed, the whole entire news wire, basically, so you can go and read everything that's on the game that we know about at the moment. That's actually now from their mouths verbatim.
All right.
So let me know
And
whenever
then
you
with
want me
that,
to start talking about that for so we can now really get to some of the meat of the conversation.
right. I'm clicking on that motherfucker right now, and you could go ahead and start it up.
All right. So pretty much, you'll see a nice little photo and everything like that on the Newswire. They also updated the whole entire Newswire site now. So also they did a little bit of background shit. The Newswire site is a little bit more better again. This is like, I think, their second time updating it, because now one of the only other times they updated it was all the way back during the Naturalist update. But anyway, that's a small little aesthetic for anybody that actually probably do care. Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, coming November 11th. That is also right. It's literally not even a fucking month. It's actually maybe like damn near at least 3 weeks from now.
11 days. It's October 22nd, and it come out on the 11th. That's not 11 days. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Just go ahead and erase that whole part. Just skip this part. Whatever timestamp, you know, timestamp right before Rick said what he said, and then just pretend like I ain't say shit. Go ahead, Rick.
Just go ahead, just go right over it. You know, you could just basically just press the little. You could just double tap to the right, maybe like 2 times. Just go ahead, 20 seconds.
It's just sad that we dragging it to the point where you can never forget now. Oh,
You know, fuck it. Let's just keep it pushing.
fuck it.
Anyway, so now, yes, we know. I'm not going to read all of that little bit right there. It's just pretty much, yes, it's coming to every single platform of a mainstream console at the moment. Pretty much all PlayStation, except for PlayStation 3. All Xbox, except for, of course, like Xbox, what's the face it? 360. And that's when even the motherfucking Switch,
Xbox.
even the Nintendo
Xbox
Switch, and that's when, of course, on PC. The Nintendo Switch is the one that took me out a little bit. But anyway, now let's actually get into it. 3 iconic cities, 3 epic stories, 1 definitive collection. Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition includes the genre-defining Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas together. Each one enhanced for a new generation and available together for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XX, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC via the Rockstar game launcher. So once again, yes, the quick synopsis, yes, once again, they remastered these 3 Grand Theft Auto games, and they're basically available across all current, well-received, and well-played up until right now consoles. Even the motherfucking Nintendo Switch. They even hit Nintendo fans with this hoe. So,
and so I'm
trying to get the
definitely
money.
gonna want a Nintendo Switch now, but I'm not really pressed
I
on
won't
it still
front.
because
I'll admit it, because I really am trying to work on getting a Nintendo Switch. Depending on the pricing, I might want it for Nintendo Switch. I'll admit it right now. I'm being honest. It doesn't look that bad. I was once again one of those people that was on the fence, and I didn't want to get it. But now that I know that they also trying to hit the Nintendo Switch too, and that's when, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to play it on the Nintendo Switch, because that's when it's actually made for those level of graphics. It would probably look bomb as hell on the Nintendo Switch. But anyway, let's keep it going now. Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, will be available digitally on November 11th through the PlayStation Store, the Microsoft Store on Xbox, the Nintendo eShop, and the Rockstar's game launcher, with a physical release for Xbox Series XX and Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4 on December 7th. So, pretty much,
Goddamn.
That's a quick synopsis on a little bit. I don't know how well that's going to take for a lot of people. For the people that actually got a PS5 with the little disc thing, you can't get a digital. Apparently, if I'm reading this correctly, I hope I am. I'm not illiterate. I think, but anyway, you can't get a physical you can't get a physical copy for the PS5. PC, a little understandable, but now the PS5, I don't know how. I don't really see too big of a deal on that. Well, I guess let's head down to the next one. You ready, Taz?
I'm ready.
All right. Experience the games that's unprecedented freedom and immersion through storytelling, classic characters, and unforgettable music. So
okay, hold on real quick. One second. I fucked up, bro, because my fucking controller just unplugged. So I'll reread that real quick. Experience the games that started it all. Introducing unprecedented freedom and immersion through the... Introducing unprecedented freedom and immersion through 3 living, breathing worlds filled with hilarious action, rich cinematic storytelling, classic characters, and unforgettable music. Okay, now my bad. Once again, my fucking controller fucking unplugged on me, so my fault. That's why I wanted to go back and read that. So, did you have any thoughts? Because I got some thoughts on that part.
Not nothing per se. This is still now basically more of a synopsis part for me, in my opinion. It's now, once again, if we go down more, we're probably going to get to now more of the juice of like certain things that they did to the game. I mean, yeah, once again, this is, I guess I want to say, given pretty much basically just letting us know that they revamped basically the worlds of these games that some people have already played.
Yeah, but the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about that part is because that part that they put about the music and stuff like that, we was having like a conversation. I remember we had a specific conversation. I was telling you about one of them missions in the game on San Andreas, where it's this song that you do for this dance floor. So I don't really necessarily got like a think piece on it. I just wanted to say the music part is what I'm really excited about with this game, because with that background music on top of them letting us know like, yeah, and we gonna bring, you know, some of that classic music that y'all had. That's, you know, that's something for me to be excited about. I just wanted to put that in there for anybody that's a music fan.
All right, then. Let's see. Ready to go?
Okay.
1 second. Let me see if it stopped the broadcast. It didn't stop the broadcast. We good to go, thankfully. Okay. So I don't know what they did here, what they didn't hear, but we could keep going.
All right. Next one. Bringing the classic worlds of Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas to modern platforms, Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, debuts new GTA 5 inspired modern controls, plus across-the-board visual enhancements such as resolution upgrades and improved visual fidelity across the world, and much more to faithfully tune and improve upon all 3 games, while also maintaining their distinct original aesthetic. So this is the thing that I once again, I'll admit once again to Stream and you, I did pregame a little bit of reading some of this. This is one of them that I already basically saw. The last part of that sentence, where that's when, while also maintaining their distinct original aesthetic. I don't know if they mean either basically like they maintain the original aesthetic. Does that mean that maybe they could have still did more too? I'm saying that once again because now, so once again, I'm about to hit my Gordon Ramsay type of like asshole-ish level for where it's like pretty much now from how, like, for anybody that's, of course, like, this is the Red Dead talk, this is for Red Dead fans.
Put it out when you do.
They pretty much, this is basically now confirmation for me. They could, apparently from what I got from that sentence, they could have done more to make probably the graphics and maybe certain things even more better than what it is now. But they did it on purpose to keep the aesthetic of how the game was when it was in the 2000s a little bit. they was working on this for a grip. So pretty much they dropped Red Dead for like damn near now what's about to be a year to work on this game, which I find completely shitty. And it's the thing that once again me and Johnny was already that's when pre-gaming a little bit before the stream talking about, where it's like, look, I'ma understand if the next Red Dead Online update slaps. But if it doesn't slap, then that's complete bullshit, because really basically the last two updates, or the last two major updates being that of the Bounty Hunter expansion, we all know about that one, and that's when the Capitale missions, basically the little crimes update that happened, the game has had pretty much nothing now except for pretty much like reskin repeats and maybe like small little bits and biddles of like new content. The infamous bounties, they're cool. The three new legendary bounties I could deal without a little bit, and the Capitale missions, they're just reskins to me. The three main big missions on those two, I guess they're fine. I'm not too big of a fan on it. But now it goes to show that they pretty much said forget Red Dead because they were working on this in the cut. And there it is. It shows of how much they were working on this in the cut, because pretty much what I got from that sentence is that they probably could have made it even more better looking, but they did it on purpose to keep the OG aesthetic for the OGs that want to experience the game like how it was back in the 2000s.
In my personal opinion, I feel like it was a good move, because once again, I feel like it is a really good nod to the nostalgia of it, because it doesn't feel like it Play-Doh dolls. Like, the thing that me and Ricks was talking about was the fact that he didn't want it to look like Play-Doh dolls. It don't look like Play-Doh dolls though. It looks like animated, you know, it looks like cartoons more than. So I feel like that aesthetic,
I'll say at least, if not Play-Doh dolls, I'm glad that it's they look like action figures instead of Play-Doh dolls. I can deal with action figures.
Yeah, that aesthetic was pretty dope to me. I like the fact that they maintained it, because the fact that it doesn't look like old graphics and it does look like something, you know, I feel like that's pretty cool. So I'm not too mad at them about that. And yeah, they could have made it realistic and whatnot, but me personally, I've had a theory on why, you know, they're putting out this trilogy. Do you think we need to go further before I get into that theory, or you think this is a good time to bring it up?
Yeah.
What's up, Banks?
I feel like they should have had an option for people, because you know they should have catered to new fans too as well. There's younger kids, you know, they're not supposed to. There are people that even then you're allowed to be 17, I think, to buy the game. So there's people that are at least 10 years younger than me that play that, so they're looking for better graphics. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing though, because it's not even necessarily like a better graphic type of situation. It looked like cartoons, like Rick said. It looked like action figures. I know me as a kid.
Now there it is.
Me as a kid, I would love to play a game that was cartoony but also violent. But what I was about to say was, since you brought that point up, I might as well talk about it now. The reason why I feel like I got a theory on why they did it that way is because they are opening up the GTA Online world, which is where they're going to start incorporating those trilogies into the online. This is my personal opinion. This is just my theory. But it would make sense for them to do that, especially since you can see that they were able to make the world more similar to GTA, on top of the fact that they're giving us GTA type graphics. I mean GTA 5 controls. So it's fully possible for them to do that, but once again, it's reaching to the nostalgia of the game. So you still get that old school graphic feel, but it don't necessarily feel like old school graphics. It feels like a cartoon, or it feels like an action figure. And every kid loves that. So like you say, even though kids don't like to play that, you know, they still get that feel, and it's still that old school type of vibe. But now you also revamp the worlds and the maps. So once you are ready to incorporate it into the online for people that want their own adventure, like Rick says, you know, you want your own adventure. Well, now we gonna be incorporating these, even though that's gonna come later. That's my theory on it. And I see y'all texting in the stream. I'm gonna hit y'all up in a second. My fault. You could go ahead, Rick.
And that's when, like, yeah, that's what capitalized on what Banks was trying to say for about how, like, it doesn't hit the kid market. I guess it does, and it does it at the same time for real. Like, I can now see exactly what you mean. Like, of course, it's kids that's not going to care for the graphics, but it's now exactly that reason of why that's when they did that big move, where once again they're putting it on the Nintendo Switch. Some people will still care for it because that's what. Yeah, now that one I didn't see coming at all. Because now, once again, the main thing is the Nintendo Switch, of course, is not made to handle games with high processing power like that. If you could play GTA on the Switch, trust and believe it would not pretty much run at all. But now, basically, making a remastered version of this that you're able to play on the Switch, especially with the OLED just now recently coming out, hell yeah, is probably playing it on the Switch is going to be probably one of the best spots that you can't actually play it at. And once again, yeah, pretty much like what Taz was capitalizing on, they did make it look a little bit more better. It's once again accessible to all platforms. Now it just depends on, I guess, like whatever like the pricing is for real.
So that's GTA return or Rockstar returning to Nintendo, right? Because then they used to make it like on Game Boy Advance and shit like that. Remember they used to have like GTA 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, yeah. And I was telling Ricks about that. I always
think about for the DS, it was one for the DS too. It was Chinatown on the DS.
Now, and even that's the first ones was definitely on the handheld games. I know what Banks is talking about. That's what I was telling you about. It was an overhead game. It was the one that just looked down. It was like a skyline. It was dope. It was pretty cool. That was the first time I heard about GTA.
So maybe, who knows? Maybe, I guess, will this be that's what maybe like a nice little stepping back into basically another old partnership that we haven't seen in a while for these games.
Wow.
Which is why I feel like it was a great move. I feel like it was an excellent move for them to put that old school type of aspect, because I didn't necessarily agree with it either. Like I said, my expectations was higher. I wanted it to be like these graphics. You know,
at least like GTA, at least GTA.
Yeah, but the more I looked at it, the more it made sense. I replayed the trailer like a couple times just to, you know, it's only a minute trailer, so I'm just looking at the characters' faces and I'm thinking about it, because at first I was a little bit disappointed with how the mouths move. It moves still. The mouths remind me of Play-Doh dolls still. But other than that, though, I'm looking at how they look and it's like, nah, it's different, because it's the same aesthetic of back in the day, but it is modernized. Like, you see it modernized. It really feels like a cartoon when I look at the pictures. That's the best way for me to explain it, dog. Like, I agree with it. I really agree with it.
And that's what on my side of things. I'll admit once again that I was one of the people, I was livid only because of how that's when they were wasting time on this and not basically like putting that time either to fix GTA or Red Dead. But I can see now that at least their time not caring for maybe like these things hopefully did and hopefully will pay off, because they really did do a good thing. They really did update it. That's what the thing that's really surprising me. Because now, yes, to what you said, the thing that we have to also take in consideration, it's a remaster, not a remake. Because now, of course, in that day and age, that was pretty much actually them actually really programming a clay doll, not actually like using CGI. So that's why now, I didn't have high expectations for it to get up to a GTA level, because they didn't have CGI yet, or if they did, it wasn't being used either that much, or it wasn't once again at the level that we have right now for real. So that's why I'm not disappointed by that. They still did a really good job at that for remastering it, so that way the action figures, it fits an action figure type thing. The aesthetic now fits the aesthetic fits the game, honestly, in my opinion, way too well. It makes me angry, it makes me upset, and it really makes me feel like growing up when I say this to give Rockstar props. But
and that's crazy, because you a fan of the game. You gotta get them props.
I'm a fan of Red Dead. Fuck them. Fuck them.
You gotta get them props. What props is due, G. This is how they create.
And I'm giving it to them. It's just still, it hurts to give them props, is what it is. It really hurts. It really does. Anybody else that pretty much like knows Rockstar, like the anti-tryhard people, or people that actually now do these type of like reviews like us, like other YouTubers that I do know of, I know it will hurt whenever basically they're going to see it later today. They might still actually have now bashful words to put in, but no matter what, I mean, at least now, in my opinion, where the proof is in the pudding now, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty much decent for the level of, once again, a 2000 game to be remastered.
And my
And it
whole
hurts once again to say it.
nah, bro, my whole situation on the matter was the fact that I actually feel like we are coming into the new stages of where we're finally gonna get content for Red Dead. And the reason why I say that is because I was telling Rix, it's the reference of how a child has a temper tantrum, or anything. You could say like a musical, or somebody just being so happy that they could just sing to the world. But I go for temper tantrum just because it's more understandable. And what I mean by that is Rockstar just screamed their heart out with GTA. They fucking screamed their heart out. They was like, yo, we finna fuck y'all up with that damn trailer talking about some GTA Online finna come to PS5. Boo, we all know that. So everybody was on their eyes like a hawk. So guess what?
Yep.
Boom, right in the trap. Now we got the trilogy for y'all ass. Now everybody on they bike because they like, what, the trilogy? So everybody looking into that now. They like, is this a waste of time or is this good? Now, boom, here go the trailer. Look at y'all, motherfucker. But not only that, they was trolling us on Halloween. Oh, look at the UFOs. Oh, matter of fact, we got these new game modes. We got this and this and that. Screaming a motherfucking life out. And I'm just sitting here, I'm in the corner just looking at you scream your heart out. You know, hold on. You know why?
Man.
My bad. My mic cut out. You know why though?
Yep.
It's because of the fact that these motherfuckers, they finally was able to get it out. You know what you do with a child when they had a temper tantrum? You let them let it out until they ready to go to sleep. You let them cry their heart out until they're ready to go to sleep. And that's what we are doing with GTA at this very moment. Rockstar said we still got plans for GTA. We still got, so they put out all of this stuff. And the reason why I'm not disappointed about it is because I expect this same energy for Red Dead when it's time. And I feel like we are finally in those closing stages. Once February comes up, I think it's Red Dead season. And I feel like,
Or at least it better be.
yeah, I feel like it has to be. I feel like for them to keep a fan base, we as a community, we as a Red Dead community, what's the word, Mo? Oh, shout out my boy Accent Gaming and Smiley Mo for joining in. I said my boys Accent Gaming and Smiley Mo Gaming. Check them out on YouTube as well, bro. AXCENT Gaming and SMILEY Gaming. You already know what time it is. We in here. Check out the Weird Ricks too. He ain't got a lot of content, but he gonna make it. You see how he do on these podcasts. You feel me? We all in here for a reason, and we all in this together.
Someday.
You know, High School Musical type time. I'm playing. Anyway, though, I'm just saying though, bro. I feel like we are at the final stages of, well, at the upcoming stages of Red Dead having its time. And GTA is getting this little rebirth and stuff. I think that's it for that. Once they get that out the way, they can kind of focus on this game, and that's what I'm waiting on. Put GTA bike for a year, the same way you did this. I want the screams and I want everything. I want y'all to set us up the same way.
Yes. Give me the same level because no, except don't make it toxic. Look, yeah, it's once again kumbaya of how I guess maybe like they did the little thing or whatever, and they probably feel good with it. Look, I don't like that little toxic way of getting publicity. Can you just tell me what's going on? Some people are actually cool. Just just tell me what's going on
I mean,
instead
I do
of
agree,
doing
though.
that little cry out method.
I want to know. What's the word, Blaze? Shout out my man Blaze. Hope
It's the
Kage, by
Blaze.
the way. Thank you for coming into the.
But anyway,
Yeah, man. We might as well have a group discussion. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And what I was saying was my theory to that is them updating that map. That map and all of those gonna be on GTA Online. Because
Honestly, now because of this, I actually can believe that now.
yeah, man, that's because that's what they was already talking about. This was in their plans. This was in their plans from day one. This goes all the way back to that one article I kept reading. And I mean that I kept referencing. The fact that they was saying that they wanted to make GTA 6 a standalone. They wanted to make Red Dead Online. They wanted to make GTA Online standalone from the actual story mode games. So that kind of proves into that theory. And they did already low key because if y'all remember, Red Dead was like $5. The online
Red
version,
Dead was $5 for damn near 3 months.
$5 boys. Ricks was calling them.
I am part
Man,
of the
look,
$5 kids.
look, bro. They actually was able to get their thing done with that because it was, hey, you can enjoy the story mode for the story mode players, which is what I was telling Ricks. It's not selfish for them to put this out. He kept saying it was backwards. I don't think it's backwards. I think they're done with GTA 5 and now they need something new for GTA Online. So now that they done drained GTA 5's world, they got new worlds to drain, but they old worlds is hitting the nostalgia and is hitting the newer fans as well because you get to enjoy this old school story mode game and they gonna slow burn the role of those new maps coming in. That's why they gave us KO Perico first. I'm telling you, it's a theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on. But regardless of that, I'm just more so excited for GTA's time. And I feel like that's coming after February or around February. Like once
You
that
mean Red
GTA
Dead's
6,
time? You said GTA's time.
I said GTA Red Dead's time. I'm sorry. GTA's time is almost done. Once February comes up in February 22, once that little release for the GTA Online comes out, I expect full focus
Nothing
to be
but
on
Red Dead.
Red Dead Online. I don't even
Give
give
me
a
my
fuck.
house.
Give me the motherfucking remaster for Red Dead 1 as well. I don't care.
I'll
Red
take that
Dead
too.
need its time now. What reason would they have to not do it?
GTA earns them like 22-25% of their revenue.
Come on now, you got to think about the community that they made, which is why I got this. Look, see, this is the thing. Y'all like to count out stuff it's pretty much like at some point we as the community have to do the work. Us making this podcast is a part of the work. Me making the films is part of the work. It's actually up to the community to put this content out. Let them know it is a community out here, and really speak our opinions when they give us that chance. That feedback thing, that's why it's important for us to spam that so they know that niggas is here. They have a Reddit, they have a newswire, they have news feeds, they have online articles and shit. Like, bro, it's communities out here. So if we keep this motherfucking shit up, they gotta keep it up because they know we here. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Hold on, Blaze. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time? Cause I'll. Uh-huh. But that's. But that's only one portion of the community. It's about the community at the end of the day. You can't just put them in the mix and say, oh, that's it, because it's not that just them. You see what I'm saying?
I honestly say now, because of this, that I guess Rockstar don't really care about the online people's perspective all the time anymore. This is pretty much now. I guess they also care about them Silent Nights for real, is what it is. They're not going
Yeah.
to say much, but they just basically just do specific things. I want front now because of this. That really did now basically make me think that now because once again it's funny of how now they did this, but as the people have been screaming about GTA 6 for the longest, for real. Now I believe that. I believe that. So if there is maybe the possibility of a Red Dead remake, I believe it because that's when, at least if not that, the Red Dead story community asks for either basically story DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2 or a remaster for Red Dead 1 a lot.
Uh-huh.
I feel like the one thing that they're gonna do first, if there's gonna be a Red Dead, I'm surprised they didn't announce it already. What is the remaster of that Halloween Red Dead?
That's because they got to give us the first remaster before they give us the Red Undead Nightmare. They got to give us the actual remaster first. They got to give us because they made a yeah, but they had it as pretty much like a DLC, or back in the day it was called, what was it called, like the collector's edition or something like that. Yeah, and it was Red Dead Redemption, and then it was Undead Nightmare together because Undead Nightmare came after. So for them to actually do it right, they would have to put down Red Dead Redemption first and then put out Undead Nightmare. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it a collector series just the way they did it with the trilogy of this. I wouldn't even be surprised if they, never mind, I don't even want to say all that. I think that they gonna do it the same way they did with this trilogy. I think they're gonna do it the same way they did with this trilogy.
If you have it, leave the thought for later because there is. We've been on this one subject for a while. We still got a lot to go through, but that's fine though. I really like that segment that we just got into talking about all this.
Yeah, man. But I mean, we can go on to the next subject because it's pretty much like you said. We could say that for later, and that's pretty much my theory on it.
Maybe if a point comes up about maybe anything we're talking about, then it'll give maybe more fuel. So that's what made me think it. Because now,
yeah, I don't want to beat the horse on the subject.
Once again, I gave a little read through. Maybe the next one might actually spark something. So now, I'm gonna get started.
All right, let's get it.
Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, introduces wide-ranging modern control upgrades, including improvements to the targeting and lock-on aiming, updated weapon and radio station wheels, updated minimaps with enhanced navigation, allowing players to set waypoints to destinations, updated achievements, trophies, and more. The Nintendo Switch version also features Nintendo Switch specific controls, including a gyro aiming, as well as touchscreen camera zooming, pans, and menu selection, while the PC version includes support for NVIDIA DLSS and additional new accomplishments via the Rockstar Games Social Club.
Oh shit. Now hold on, before we go any further, I know you got a lot to say about this, but bro, once again, he said updated weapon and radio station wheels. Once again, for my music lovers out there, G, updated weapons and radio station wheels. You can go ahead with you could go ahead, Ricks. I just want to bring that out there. I'm so excited.
Well, no, on that one, I think what they mean is like kind of like an updated like version of actually using it. But maybe if they did add in some music or whatever, that would be cool. But I think what they mean is like, you know, like it's kind of like the little thing of, I guess, just upgrading how the weapon wheels work and like kind of like close to like Red Dead or something like that. I mean, not Red Dead, GTA.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the GTA one. Yeah, I know, but I'm just, man. We could go ahead. I'll talk about the music later.
This is once again that thing where it's like, it makes me so angry that they put this much effort into this over like any of the games that are out right now that a lot of people are still playing at the moment, because it's like, damn, a little bit. You updated all this stuff for this game, but that's when this game still got God modes or whatever. If I'm being completely dead honest. Like, goddamn, for the Nintendo Switch. Maybe that's not too much of a deal because you can still maybe do that a little bit on PS4 and PS5. Let me not say that. There ain't no gyro. What's a face it? I think like, what is it? Maybe like there's some, what type of like gyro thing you're able to do on GTA? I forgot what it is. You're able to do some sort of gyro thing a little bit, but now gyro aiming, I don't know. It ain't too big of a deal, but it is, in my opinion, because that's when you're putting that onto a game from the 2000s that's being remastered. It's like, goddamn, the amount of effort on that one, and that's we can't even get a good update for Red Dead a little bit. It's a little bit of like a sheesh.
Right.
But oh well, let's go down. Additional enhancements across all three titles include a completely rebuilt lighting system, improved shadows, weathers, and also reflections, upgraded characters and vehicle models, along with new higher resolution textures across buildings, weapons, roads, interiors, and more. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition also features a range of environmental upgrades, including all new foliage, smoother surfaces, and increased draw distance to provide a new level of depth and clarity throughout the world. Pretty much, basically,
Better landscape
just basically
graphics.
super, yeah. For basically now, like the people that actually do play story modes, where the photography community for Red Dead Redemption 2, not Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2 is very, very big. People love taking photos in story mode games. So them doing that is basically trying to go for that aesthetic. That is pretty much, once again, they did a good job, in my opinion, of paying attention to the people that actually now seek and want story mode games.
Yeah.
Not to say that, once again, also Red Dead Online doesn't do it, and also GT Online does it too, but it's not as apparent with how people that's like to do it in story mode.
Yeah, man. Because it's more so the world that you're entranced with versus where online you're entranced with the community, like the interaction of the online experience. But in there, it's just all about the world of the story. You get to actually just stop and smell the grass.
I'll say it's interesting, or not interesting. It's still a little bit of a damn.
I was saying that it was a nod to a lot of the older people in the generations, like the people that did come out around the time where, you know, GTA 1 was on the handheld and all of that shit. Like, it's a real nod to them, that nostalgia of everything, because now we get to relive those three classic games. I was telling Ricks about how you used to go over to a motherfucking cousin house or a friend house with the motherfucking notebook, but you was a goat if you knew the shit off the back of your hand. You get to playing GTA, y'all play Felony, put in that motherfucking cheat code, left, right, up, down, L1, R1, man. Look, it was a wrap. Look, I'm trying to tell you, it was an experience. So them giving us that old school nostalgia without having to necessarily feel like, oh, okay, it's instantly GTA Online. I appreciate that. I just want to be able to re-experience these games for what they are. And then, you know, if y'all dive into the online world of it, I would appreciate that slow burn a lot more. Being a story mode fan myself, because I like story mode games.
And I'm not too much of a story mode game person myself, but once again, it hurts to say that they did their thing with this. It honestly maybe feels like if you are a story mode player and you want to play a story mode, this looks and sounds pretty decent at the moment. And it hurts me to say that, because I'm one of those people where I hate giving Rockstar praise, but it sounds good. I can't say nothing bad about it. All I can say is bad is that it's kind of still shitty. I mean, like, they didn't do Red Dead good for now damn near, I want to say, a year, but now I see where their attention was. It's still basically those shitty that now still GTA Online was still getting big updates, while we got basically just a little, I guess, like 10 levels to the bounty hunter and this little crime thing. They pretty much now got a whole entire new area to have car meets at, and that's when pretty much a heist that makes it to where, as though if you actually know what you're doing, you don't need to basically spend no actual out of like real life money in the game, because the heist is that easy. Two big ass updates for them while they were working on this, but that's while they were still working on the definitive edition. For while Red Dead was in the dry, GTA is still getting their shit for and a bag of chips. It's like, so once again, like to reiterate on that thing that we were talking about before, like, man, look, Go ahead after this release date, whenever now the game's on the market and everything. I expect nothing but give it to Red Dead. I don't want no ifs, ands, or buts. It gotta be Red Dead.
It gotta
Nothing
be.
but Red Dead for a whole motherfucking year.
It's only
Nothing
right.
but.
It's only right, G.
It's only right now. Now there it is. This is the only way now that they can flop down with a decent bit of their other community. Even though I guess, I don't know how big, once again, the Red Dead community is. But I mean just basically another part of your community.
Damn, G. I ain't kill that nigga
But now,
yet.
let me get now to the next part. Originally developed by Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto, the
Get off the
Trilogy
motherfucking
Definitive
wagon.
Edition, has been adapted to modern platforms by Grove Street Games, using Unreal Engine to make these classic more vibrant and more immersive than ever, celebrating the legacy of the series that redefined interactive entertainment and helped propel video
Give me that
games
shit.
to the center of culture. Stay tuned to the Rockstar's Newswire for more, and check out the brand new site for Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy Definitive Edition. Players will also be able to experience Grand Theft Auto San Andreas the Definitive Edition with Xbox Game Pass starting on November 11th. And also Grand Theft Auto 3 the Definitive Edition will be available on the PlayStation Store now starting December 7th. That's what I'm saying. Like, they really did they thing, and it makes me angry because that's what they didn't do nothing to Red. They like no.
I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry at all, bro. Like I said, let them scream their hearts out. Let them show us what they can do for a game, so that we can see the possibilities of what we can get for Red Dead. Because
Now it's just basically
I'm expecting the same energy. I'm expecting the same energy, and no, I'm not looking for it immediately. Like I said, I'm waiting after February. Once February hit, we supposed to get the your digs right after February. I don't care if we gotta wait after that month. I just know once February is done for, or in the middle of February, that's when I'm expecting Red Dead news. Yeah, I'm not rushing. That's not a rush. You able to get all of your shit out. Y'all able to do y'all thing. I'm quiet. I'm one of the quiet fans.
Man, I'm impatient. That's 4 months, bro.
I'm not impatient.
Yep.
Well, of course they're gonna have to
As
announce
always,
something.
Yep.
And I feel like it's gonna be, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be yeah. Nah, they could make it a definitive. They can make it a definitive. Well, I already said that though. I've been said that they was gonna expand that. It's like it's gonna be a definitive edition, bro. They done with Red Dead 1. It's like that was the end of the whole series. The only thing they could do is give us a new Red Dead game, and they still got time to burn with this online. So they're not finna do they gonna get that shit a definitive for sure. Ain't no way they're gonna try to make it a remaster. They're done with that world, bro. If you played the Red Dead 1, you know that that's it. So that's the end of the road. The only thing they can do is start from the beginning. They started from the beginning of the game. Yes, that's a new thing. That's completely new. It's nothing continued. They not gonna be up in here no more. Oh, I see what you saying. Okay, so
it already does is the main thing too. There's already that speculation video that somebody actually analyzed that Cayo Perico in the story mode, where you actually get to go to the camp that's right next to Rose, where that's where you really start up the beef. with the brainwaves, and that's when the town of Rhodes over at Calico Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the little German people or whatever that you play as Arthur that you save with Charles, those are apparently the descendants of the dude that owns the Iron, El Rubio. Because if you go inside of one of the houses when you're raiding his base, it's a photo of those exact kids and the woman. They already did that. So maybe like if they do it more, I'm not surprised.
So what are you saying? You think that they are going to end up making it a remaster and end up continuing that?
Honestly, for right now, because of how Rockstar is illogically illogical and that's what just unpredictable as hell, I'm gonna say it's a mixed bag for me. I just want Red Dead to be updated.
If we going on theories about like where they could go for the next story, personally, I agree it's gonna be about the Jack Marston. But what I was saying was that as far as giving us another Red Dead story, that's done. Like the not another Red Dead story, the Red Dead Redemption 1 game. That first game is nothing more they gonna be able to do with it. I mean, they could give us updated. That game could be like this for sure. So I see what you're saying with the remastered thing, but I don't feel like they gonna go no further with that specific storyline. Like, yeah, they could add on to the Jack Marston, but at that point, I feel like we'd be getting a new world. Like how you said, they'd be merging it. I feel like that's more possible.
It'll go into maybe like Mafia.
Yeah, exactly. It would be Mafia. I feel like that's more possible. It would be a new world regardless, though.
Well, not the game Mafia, but it will turn Mafia-ish.
It would be a new yeah, because you got to think it was around the time where cars was invented, and right around that time was when the Mafia terms. That's when the Mafia shit just started. Like they actually made a movie, the Bonnie and Clyde thing, and it was the last of the few lawmen that rode horses and shit like that, but they still had cars and everybody was all like dressed up like mafias, and everything after that became mafia-ish. Everything was that trench coat, bowler hat, and we got bowler hats on here already, so it makes a lot of sense for them to make a new world with Jack Marston. But it would be a new world at the end of the day. Red Dead Redemption 1 storyline, that's done for. So I could see them giving it a remaster, but I think they put a definitive edition tag on it, just like with Trilogy. Call it a wrap. Make the new world for Jack Marston. If we giving out predictions, that's mine. Just throw a stamp right on that hole.
It's basically, at least on that part, I'm not going to full-blown basically say I believe it or basically going to put hope into it. But I'm going to say, like, from how unpredictable Rockstar can be, and how basically I guess they have, I want to say, selective hearing or basically just do whatever the fuck they want. I want to be surprised if it happens. I want to be surprised if it doesn't happen. I'm just at that point now of I'm not going to try to guess Rockstar like that anymore because I won't front once again. A lot of people now did say this was going to be ass. Maybe some people that's going to say it's still ass. But in my opinion, they did good. At least once again, for it to be a 2000s game, it looks decently remastered for a 2000s game, and I got nothing to complain about it.
And Blaze got every
now, I guess
right.
we
Like
can now get to some of these. Go ahead, Tess. I think your mic went out by the way a little bit.
It did. My bad. I said Blaze got every he got a very valid point on them making it a remaster, because yeah, that Red Dead was after that came like right before GTA started being more fluid and shit, so they probably would have been able to remaster that a lot better than they would have with that back in the day. So he got a valid point with that, and I'm really thinking about it. I would be excited for them to upgrade it even more. But yeah, we could go on to the next thing because my fault.
Well, no, that's the last thing, at least for the whole entire newswire. Now that we can stem off to maybe like some of the other things now from this. So now, of course, we get into now maybe more of now, let's get into now some of the nice little toxicity. So that's pretty much the whole entire shebang. Definitive edition, pretty much releasing basically within the next month. Well, no, my bad, not next month, within the next coming weeks. It's not even a full month. What is it once again from the 21st? It's pretty much at least like 3 weeks at the maximum. 3 weeks, maybe like 3 weeks and some change. It's not that far away off.
what's the word, Ted?
Man, I'm not even gonna go back into the thing once again. All I'm just gonna say is fine. Then I guess I'll have a little bit more patience. But other than that, the next few updates is either if not the next few updates, then the next updates that do come to Red Dead better hit. If it doesn't hit, then it's just gonna be a full blown wildfire. There are people that still now care about that game, while that's been pumping energy into this game way too much, in my opinion. Because now, once again, now to stem off of that I did want to get into. So now there it is. Besides that too, don't forget that we still also that's when got information of also not something big concrete, but once again they still did give their little snippet like last week of now there's going to be an air quotes legitimate business coming to Red Dead. I mean not Red Dead, GTA Online. That apparently you're going to see a familiar face. Right now, that's still a mixed bag, and I don't know what that could be. It's once again my thing of like, how are you pumping this much information into this, or pumping that much energy into this, when that's what about us? I'll say us because once again, man, I don't like how they basically once again do us as the Red Dead community. I understand now what you're trying to say, Taz, about now giving them their space to that's when do all this stuff, this, that, and the third. But in my opinion now, they still been giving a lot of attention to GTA Online when they could have still at least been putting some of this energy, or at least a decent bit more energy, to Red Dead Online, and I honestly don't like it.
Well, that's pretty much my point, though, about the whole situation is that since they did take their time to give out this much energy to GTA and everything, I'm fine with it because I am a fan of the classics. But now I expect that same energy for Red Dead.
I expect it to be now reciprocated. Fine,
yeah, like
yes.
I said, bro,
I want them to make a toxic ass post of something that probably people don't care about, so that way it's able to become the most disliked video on YouTube. Then I want them to come out with basically like, oh shit, here it is, right on top of your head, bam, next big update, and it's going to be basically something that's going to get people hyped immediately. Now I need the exact same energy. I need it to be exactly like that.
If we talking about expectations, this is my personal roadmap. I feel like Rick's already said it's confirmed that we got the December update coming. You know, if you check a lot of the other YouTubers, they
my bad to cut you off to go into it. The Red Dead Online did go into QE beta testing, so yes, there will be something in December. We don't know what yet, or I don't know specifically what.
Shout out to the other YouTubers out there. I don't know no specific names at the moment. I say I usually get a lot of my sources. Man, I'll give the complete shout out that's Test Fun 2, the god himself. Okay, cool. Yeah, you talking about the Twitter source, right?
Yeah, pretty much like the main data miner for both games, pretty much. If you want to get something that's nice and concrete that might be true, he's the guy. Test Fun 2, love you, man.
Shout out to the OG source, man. And then me, I get a lot of my information from Hazard and PvP Cat, so shout out to them, man. They
shout out.
They confirmed those. I think I also seen Redbeard Gaming put one out. So, you know, shout out to them. I just want to let everybody know in the community that we are a community. So if y'all do somehow come to see this, I do want y'all to know, like, I want us to come together as a community and try to get this game rocking. And I appreciate the stuff that y'all do for the community. I tune in to y'all. I know a lot of other people tune in to y'all. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all don't need me to tell y'all that. I appreciate what y'all do. Rick's, like he said, shout out to Ted's Fun too. He appreciates you, man. He appreciates what you do. I appreciate what you do because you feel me, putting out the drip feeds, man. We need that. But at the end of the day, like I say, my predictions for what's going on, my personal roadmap is that we gonna get that little December update. The Halloween pass ain't gonna be much. I don't really have high expectations for the December update. I'm gonna say it's gonna either be that Fight Club that we've been wanting, or we gonna finally get houses. If we don't get houses by the December update, I'm expecting us to get houses after February. I don't think we're gonna get
I'm not even gonna even put that energy out there because that's when I don't want to be disappointed. Just something big.
Nah, it's
that's
not even
actually
about
gonna
disappointed.
hold some weight and have substance.
I'm gonna be disappointed because it's really not much else, but we need them houses. It's like they could give us the boats, the fishing.
Give us something to buy, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's
they could
actually
either give us the boats. They
with all this Red Dead Redemption money that now we just grinded up for no motherfucking reason. Like,
y'all gave
give
us
me a wagon, give me a boat, give me a house, give me something now to waste this Red Dead money on.
I don't give a damn.
And I'm fine with that because there's so many OGs that now have been playing during the Gold Rush days.
Bro, we're tired. We want to play.
No, and that's what there's a lot of high levels that's been basically going that's waiting for that. of course, like for anybody that do know about it, I call this the Gold Rush days. The Gold Rush days are pretty much when the daily challenges would give you damn near point 0.5 off of every single challenge, and that's when make it go for like damn near a year. For anybody now that was playing around that time, they got the gold ready. They're the ones that basically they need to cater to now. They've been now making all these updates catered into now all the new level players and everything. Go ahead now, give me that update that now caters to me. I want a boat to go fishing. I either want a wagon to play with my posse, or either that I want a house. I need something that I can actually spend, that I can spend this grinded for money on. I got we got people in the damn game saying they broke off of $100,000. $100,000 in that damn day and age would have made you a billionaire. Not even a millionaire, a billionaire. I need something to buy. I don't need people saying that about this damn Western game. Or I don't not even need. No, let me not say need, but want.
That's what I'm saying. Because it doesn't even make no
motherfucking sense that it even goes to that point. We got the
fanciest horses in town, but we ain't got no home. That's crazy. I got 10 horses in my stable, and I ain't got no.
Or no, the meme that some people make, we're homeless billionaires.
Homeless motherfucking billionaires, G. Oh yeah,
yeah. They pretty much come to the houses, like the whole entire system of how you built John Marsh's house. What I mean by house is that that's when like the whole entire plot of field, and maybe that's when we can actually maybe go and buy maybe animals. The animals, of course, will have maybe like their own invincibility frames or invincibility of some sort. That way players can't fuck with them. We actually herd them. Maybe people could come and steal your herd or whatever, and all that other stuff. Actually, once again, like add in the shebang for a bro. You was able to do it on. It's already in the game. It's the funniest thing. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal to that's what copy and paste it onto online. At least to my thoughts. We already have it because we already done it in the story mode. I only played the story mode now, not only to live the story mode, but that's to make a comparison to see what they can and can't do in online. They already have it. All they need to do is just program it for online now.
In that story mode, you was able to get the little wood and shit from the guy at the lumber spot, and you go to the catalog, pick the type of house you want, and then
man's right there in Blackwater.
Yep. Once you got all of that stuff, you had to grab the supplies from the spot in Manzanita Post. You get that stuff, and then it's an ambush from the Skinner brothers. They try to take the tools. They done killed the niggas just for tools. I would love to have that shootout just for some motherfucking tools to build my stuff, and then they had to worry about like clearing out the spot too.
We're gonna love that. Yeah. It's so sad because I guess that's how bad we need fucking content. We're excited. Or we're trying to hype ourselves up that if they do add this, I want to go and get into a shootout for a motherfucking hammer. Like, bitch, I own a hammer. Game. I got it from the.
And then back in the day, it was like that.
I get into shootouts because people talk to me while I'm on my horse. I would love to fight someone for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you got to think about it. Back in the day, they used to fight over food and supplies. You know, on the game For Honor, them niggas was fighting over like real deal supplies. Like, oh, we got all the food now, type shit. Like, yeah, I would love to fight over some motherfucking supplies and yeah. I need that in my life. For sure.
Give me this motherfucking hammer.
Give me this motherfucking hammer. Goddamn wrench right here. And then, look, I was about to say, though, John Marston had to clear the guys out. He had to clear the squatters out because they were sitting there talking about, oh, this is our home. He had to pop them dudes. I would love for it to be a whole gang posted up at the one crib. You gotta, you feel me, clear that whole motherfucker out. Oh, this is our turf, boy. Your turf? Okay. Let's see then. Yeah, I want all the action. I want all the smoke. Let's get it. We need
Maybe that's when adding like a little feature where that's when it's not just owning the property and that's when it's just done there like in GTA. How about make it to where it's also maybe like we gotta tend to it, care for it in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying you gotta basically make the fucking grass grow. We gotta cut the grass, but add in something that way it's just not a property that's just there to be there.
The house building.
Let it have substance.
That gives some people some slice of life type action.
Yeah, the house building soundtrack. That's why they made that. Because they supposed to be giving us that. The damn where John Marston had to build the fence, he had to go ahead and even better, it was parts where he had to like tend to the barn and shit. He had to clean up shit, move hay. He had to fucking he had to hammer the fucking planks in on his own. Like the frame of the house, the post of the house, everything was built handmade. Like from the fence to the inside of the house, all that shit was built. Yes. Give us a
Man's went the fuck
montage.
in.
And then they put a fucking music up where you keep tapping the X button. Yes, I need that in my life. I don't even need the music if you don't want to give us the music. But I know y'all gonna give us the music because you got a whole soundtrack for it. I'm just
There's
saying.
a whole motherfucker.
I'm just
There is
saying
a
you could
whole
do it.
motherfucking soundtrack.
You could
for
do it, and we definitely be fans of it. So I'm definitely expecting a house. If y'all don't give us houses, my very least that I'm going for is hotels by the end of February. At the end of February, I want houses or hotels. You could make us pimps. We could run stuff for the brothel. We could be pimp assistants. You know, if they got like a lady that owns the brothel at the hotels, I wouldn't mind us having to help out. Something like that. I seen the Clint Eastwood
But
movies.
once again, maybe that's when if they do, I'm being lenient. Even if they even do still need time for the house update, they already did talk about basically how about a fisherman. There's a lot of people that if not liking fishing in the game, they would like it more if a lot more people were actually that's when full blown trying to actually fish.
Funny
The
enough,
fisherman community is one of the small lit ones. It's not that big, but it is lit. It is really relaxing and nice. But that's when now there it is. A lot more people would do it if maybe like we actually did have like the legendary fish and give us actual like boats, not no rinky dink ass little paddle boat. Like how about fuck it? Once again, we got the money because you're giving us way too much time. Let me go and get a nice little steam Jiffy Mac. Not nothing too big. Just give me like the little steamboat that we're able to take off the lake right outside of Blackwater. Nice little steam joint.
yeah, man,
Small
it
little
would be
wood steam
dope.
joint. Let me get that at least, and that's what give me the ability to that's when like fish in it. Go ahead. If I take a rinky dink one, then don't let me fish in it. If I own it, then let me fish in it. And once again, damn, I'll even that's when go to the even moment of like give us wagons.
You
Once
didn't
again, we
see
got
that
way too
stream.
much money. Give me a wagon so that way how about I can that's when be driving around something cool, something that feels kind of I guess gangish with my gang.
A wagon would be amazing.
Any of these would be amazing. And of course, that's when not don't just look at the straight top of it. That's when go ahead and make sure that you actually add in details. Don't let it just be just only that. Give me a little bit extra to it. Do like GTA. Once again, as a matter of fact, that I'm going to add in that at least nobody for sure, at least that I know of, knew about it. All people knew about for the car meet update that recently happened. We just only thought we was going to get an area to that's when have nice, relaxing, and that's when safe car meets. Nobody expected that it was going to be that's when a side business to do little heist. I don't
Yeah,
think
man.
nobody knew about that. Give me my cake and give me my cake. Let me eat it too, and give me the bag of chips like you do for GTA. I want all of it, big fella. I need the whole entire gift basket.
Yeah, and
I need the whole gift basket.
after February, I ain't got no
Sympathy.
pleas for him.
There
I
ain't no
got
sympathy.
pleas
There ain't
for
no
'em.
filter.
Because I've been
they
telling
need
Rich
to
the
do
whole
it.
time, like, I had to really tell him, like, bro, you at this point kind of nitpicking with them because I feel like it's some stuff that they could do for us, but let them get GTA out the way. You know, I was telling them, like, bro, this is what they want to focus on, and this is what they put their energy on. Let's see how well they do with this, and then we can, you know, gauge that with our expectations of what we want for Red Dead. Because
Now
I
there it
know,
is. After this nice little release date for them. Nah, now I'm basically going to be back on Fire Breathing Dragon. Nah, they better be doing something. It's all that it is. Because if not that, I'm straight spewing fire. Nothing but. They're going to keep on getting gaslit. Every single time I hear something about them doing something shitty, or for that not doing something right, oh yeah, they're getting gaslit immediately.
I know the
Stream every
Red
single
Dead
time. Everybody going to
community is
deal with my
well
stupid ass
deserving.
bitching for real.
I know we are well deserving of an update, but the thing is, I was personally not so upset with the fact that they wasn't really giving us nothing major because the game was super buggy at one point in time. So with it being so buggy, I feel like it was a safer situation for us to just have this game actually be functioning where people could play it. Because I know even when it was $5, people were still getting lagged out really, really bad. So, you know, now that the game is like, okay, I'm actually able to play, I'm actually able to level up, it's been people able to enjoy the game more. So yeah, I take this as a functional game right now, and we'll leave it at that for right now.
Small bugs here and there, but nothing game breaking, at least that I'm able to think of immediately.
Mm-hmm. in the time being, go ahead, scream your little heart out with GTA, and I expect y'all to be working on our shit when y'all done with that. I feel like they should be
After
working on it
November
now
11th,
with
that's when
these.
I'm on dirt. They better be down. Basically, that's how lean I'm gonna be. Only because of you, Taz, because of how now I'll admit, once again, you can hit me with a nice as I told you so that I think they did. I'll admit it seemed like they did their ding with this update. I mean, with this game, with them remastering it. Seemed like they did their ding. If we don't get no information about now Red Dead's next update, at least anywhere after the 11th, you know what? I'm even about to check the motherfucking calendar. Give me a motherfucking second. Because usually it's either going to be either a Tuesday or a Thursday for GTA or what's it face it. The 11th is a Thursday, so that means I'm going to be lenient. If we don't get nothing by the 16th of November, talking about whatever the next update is, it's instant fire. Nothing but I'm just breathing fire. They're going to get gaslit, the whole 9 yard.
I'm personally just going, if they give us something to play, what's the word, Omega? If they give us something that's decent for the December update, then yeah, I'm gonna be on. But I wanna, okay, so can we talk about something for a minute, bro? Since we just off, the update. That fucking open vest that they did give us, G, that was not what I was talking about. And I feel like they some cruel ass people for doing that. That bogus ass sweater that they gave us was not the move, G. When I said I wanted open vest, bro, and I tried to rock it, and you know what? I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it now because I looked really hard at it to make myself like it, but I appreciate it now at least. So whatever. But the fact that I had to look so hard to even like it hurt my feelings, G. When I said I wanted open vest, let's make this very clear. I want the option to open and close vests. Not only vests, but coats. I want the option to be able to put on, take on, and take off hoods. Put on hoods and take the motherfuckers off. When I say I want open vests, I'm talking about I want modification options. I want the same way you can roll up your sleeves and fucking put your pants in your boots. I want to be able to open and close my vest. I want to be able to open and close my coat. I'm making a video right now. We are streaming. I want to be able to put my hood on and take my hood off. That is what I mean when I say I want to open motherfucking vest. Don't you ever give me that bogus ass Billy the Kid bullshit no more. His arms was not that fat. Why do you got the fucking back flaps looking that big? Stop playing with me, G. Y'all know that ain't what we wanted. Y'all could have let us roll the sleeves up on that fucking big ass sweater if that was the case. Stop playing with me. Y'all know what the hell I was talking about. I hope that mean that y'all was hinting toward we getting open vest, because that was not the move, G. And I know y'all know that wasn't the move, but I rocked it. And matter of fact, if you even need the proof, I will put that bitch on. I'm just saying, don't do that to me no more. And then that bogus ass coat, that damn cow, you couldn't give us no other color but that nasty ass light yellow brown cow jacket ass color. I thought we was gonna be able to change the colors on that motherfucker. Y'all wrong, man. Stop playing with me, Rockstar. Y'all already know what it is. Stop playing, because y'all know y'all could have did better. I appreciate that y'all are hinting towards certain things, but don't do that to me. Because as long as I've been talking about open vests, I don't care who heard me. I've been talking about that shit since I first got the game. That hurt my feelings.
It's still, once again, in my opinion, though, I mean, up until recent, like, I never really knew, once again, of exactly what you meant until for, like, actual customization or extra customization of the clothing. I think they literally, I think, once again, maybe, like, if there was that one person that heard you and that's what made that outfit, it was pretty much like, what? I gave it to you. No, G, I meant this.
Look, I'm not even
like
so hurt, bro. I'm not even so hurt, bro, because I'll tell you what. That blue sweater put me on to this blue hat that I like now. So, look, I look like Mr. Rogers for now, G. But get your shit together after February 12th. That's all I'm saying. Because that wasn't the move, but I still rock
February 12th. If you're talking about, like, for that, by the way, for the date that we're going off of, we're going off of the date for the coupons, since sometimes the coupons actually now also give off a date of when specific things are happening. It's because now some of the coupons that we're getting right now currently in the game, it's actually not 12 tests, it's February 22nd, so pretty much technically March is what it is, more than just if not end of February, then March. pretty much.
What you talking about, Willis? You say when GTA Online update is coming out?
No. I'm talking about like for the thing that you said, because you said February 12th.
Oh, I didn't know I
It's actually
said
22nd.
February
Yeah, it's
12th. My
actually
bad.
22nd. Well, I don't know if you was talking about now the definitive edition release date of November 11th. I don't know what you was talking about. Just pretty much just simply just down to it. It's GTA time is over. Give it to Red Dead now. That's simply all it is. It doesn't even fucking matter. Doesn't even matter about the motherfucking date. There it is now. You once again in my I don't know about Taz. After November 11th, when that's when pretty much the game is on all types of ways it would be bought. That's when it's Red Dead. Give it to Red Dead. I want nothing but Red Dead. I don't even care about online for GTA. I want nothing but Red Dead. Nothing but Red Dead Online. DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2. New remake for Red Dead Redemption 1. Anything Red Dead. I don't want GTA. You have another player base over here dying. Yes, once again, got so much motherfucking money, I don't even know what the fuck to do with it. I buy the meat. I buy the meat from the catalog. That shows you have too much money on Red Dead Online. Because I don't know nobody else that does it. And Taz even told me I'm crazy for that shit. I buy the meat from the catalog because I don't feel like hunting. Yes, I do that. That's blasphemous a little bit. It's because I'm that bored of it a little bit now. I understand some people still like, have a sick kink or whatever for like hunting and that's for filling up wagons, but it's like I've already sold too many wagons. I just it's just simply synopsis. Like now there it is finding GTA got its updates and they got their shit now cracking. Give it to Red Dead. Throw the baton, big fella. Throw the baton.
1 minute, I received the urgent phone call.
Cool. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else specific that was on the topic. It's just pretty much. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I was pretty much about to say, well, I guess now I can't really think of any other topics specifically on hand. Pretty much the synopsis, the whole entire little TED talk. The definitive edition is basically about to be released within a month as of whenever this stream is up, or basically whenever the stream is done on November 11th, and also hard copies on 7th of November also. So, hooray for, I guess, anybody that was looking for definitive, because definitive does hopefully look like as if it's going to be good. I guess now it's just can't wait to see about them pricings, because once again now for the sites, as of right now, from whenever they did put up on the sites, those pricings were only placeholders, so we don't know if it's either going to go up or down. But for right now, from the last time that 60? Man, hopefully, because now last time that I seen it on the place markers for if you want to get it on PS5 or Xbox Series XS, it was around $80, and that's for anything below that, which is pretty much PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch. That's when I think $70 or $60. So hopefully them place markers get updated. That was the place markers before. You said what? Yeah, of course. That's at least for the whole entire trilogy. That's for the whole entire trilogy edition. That for the PS5 or Xbox Series XS, if you bought the whole entire trilogy, it was a placeholder on the site that was at least damn near $80. Specifically, it was like 75 euros. So for us, that's going to maybe like go up a little bit, I believe, because euros is different.
But if it's euros, the price goes up because it usually goes across the board.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying like 80 for real. But for right now, once again, for right now, those were only placeholders. It was on one of them sites where it was only just placeholders. So it might update. Hopefully, who knows? I want to be surprised it's that price neither, but man, it's a hopefully, because you know what now, from how I've actually seen the trailer and everything, it would be nice if it was lower price, then hell yeah, a lot more people would get it. But I don't know about now buying all three of those games for 80. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
Wow. I was here. I was here.
Or now BS is
No.
probably, at least now for Nintendo Switch, it's never going to go on the deal.
No. A bounty expired because of the timer, but I got there at the 1 second mark. I'm finna kill everyone in this wagon. It's all of y'all fault. All five of all six of y'all? Dead time. Dead time. How do I forget you? How do I kill people in wagons?
It's
I'm
not
gonna
my
blow up
fault. You
this.
know what?
I'm about to blow this
Simple.
wagon
I
up.
got a way to fix this. Blame Rockstar. So you know we can't blame Rockstar today. We can't blame Rockstar today.
Y'all finna burn.
Nah, it's still not over with. Taz just basically taking a phone call right now.
Yeah, y'all burning now. Ah, what you getting off for? What you running for? Yeah, shut up. Die. Die.
Oh
Why?
shit!
Huh? You wasted my time. You wasted my money. You wasted my wagon.
What the
Get
fuck?
down.
Other than that, I mean, hopefully, if it is
I
around
was,
that price,
I'm excited that you did. I was itching to do it again. I'm glad I got to kill you. I'm out of here. Forget strawberry. What's it sound? Forget strawberry. Go back to Valentine.
hope, hopefully the place marker for them prices go down, or even that. Hopefully, it's not true about them place markers at the moment. Other than that, I really can't think of too many things. The game got updated pretty much now. I want to say, on my theory, it's a little confirmed that yeah, Red Dead has been lackluster because they've been worried about this for the whole entire year. Hopefully now, once again, for now, basically, now definitive edition about to get out the way. That is about to be nothing but Red Dead. Hopefully, it'll be very, very nice. Because once again, Red Dead has not been that good. Some people will say it's decent, but it's once again, at least from my opinion, it's been just rinse and repeat, or that's been just remake of certain content. Or once again, in my opinion, the thing that I'm gonna still go off of from like damn near a year ago now. Man, in my opinion, they should have made the expansion for the Bounty Hunter at least 10 gold bars. Giving exactly 15 gold bars again for just 10 ranks instead of that's when like an extra 20, like how we did the first time. Like, it should have never been that much gold. It's once again, they better do their thing. Now there it is. I hope now the definitive edition does, I guess, whatever it needs to do, so that way now the games are able to now move a little bit more forward. Other than that, this is going to be one of the only times that Rockstar gets praise from me.
Nostalgia. No, it's for the fans of nostalgia, and it's also a cash grab at the same time.
Yeah, while also still trying to hit on to some of the kids and some other people from it basically being like updated on the graph. Because you do know also that it's on the Switch, right? It's also on the Switch.
Yeah, I know. It's for the kid. It's for the some of the fans who that's the thing though. Like GTA started that whole, well, not necessarily GTA, but like, kids. Do we want really have kids playing this game? Cause GTA was and then you had the other ones. Yo,
What the fuck?
stop, stop the kids playing that nowadays. Cause I don't want another game with them blaming kids doing stuff. That's so, gaming gonna have that stigma forever. So, hey, chill with that coughing, bro. Dang.
Ooh, I'm catching COVID through the phone.
Hey, fuck y'all niggas. This shit fucking up. You fucking up the whole screen. All the people that got COVID, guys. Do y'all hear that?
What the
Do y'all
hell?
hear that?
Oh,
I'm just fucking with y'all. Nobody can hear me
excuse
on my
me.
stream anyway. I turned off the mic
Excuse
shit.
me. I'll make the top 10 COVID hits. Stop playing with me.
About to say never.
Nah, I never do no shit like that. Mm-mm.
Like, man, I know my bitch cut off because I know I'm putting on other stuff sometimes. I'm like, don't do this.
Other than that, Taz, I guess I really don't got much else to say. You got any closing remarks?
I think he's still on the phone.
Oh shit! I thought he was back.
Oh damn.
Nah. He said he had an important phone call.
Oh, okay, I did hear the point. Oh shit! Damn. Yeah, well, I don't know then.
Let me see if
I've
he's
already
back.
basically spilled all I want. I ain't gonna say nothing else because that's I'm gonna get into a rant about how bad Rockstar is about what they did to Red Dead, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let them have their gold star today. I'm gonna let them have their gold star. I'm gonna let them have it. Honestly, once again, for a 2000 game, they did their thing. It's just still my thing once again of like how do you have to make your publicity stunts so toxic? Because once again, like Blaze, at least you know from actually looking at it too, that a lot of people are getting mad from not knowing about it and or knowing what the fuck is going on and everything like that. A lot of people were mad